According to Gerald Way, being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means that you have decided to look beyond the imperfections. It is believed that happiness is a universal aspiration in the lives of all and is a fundamental human right and goal for all. Therefore, the United Nations established March 20 as the International Day of Happiness, which is observed annually, and adopted a resolution calling for happiness to be given greater priority. Now, this day has become a global campaign and it has been celebrated since 2013 to make people aware of the importance of happiness in their lives. Although the sad reoccurring events happening in our nation may seem deterring, I implore you to count the good things in your life and give yourself reasons to be happy today. A beautiful morning to you, viewers. You're welcome to now streaming on ACNN TV, coming to you from the capital city of Nigeria. I am your anchor, Adeshewa Orioye, and also co-anchoring with me is my beautiful promise.
Nice. Oh, beautiful opening you had there.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
opening, Shewa. And you have a beautiful smile. Are you happy?
Well, we just we just have to start our day with a smile, and I like yours
Oh,
too.
thank you. Good morning, viewers. It's really a wonderful time having you talk to us on now streaming. It's International Day of Happiness. So put on that smile.
All right, with us in the studio to discuss the topic before us is our in-house analyst, Mr. Godwin Ojiri. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
I hope we'll be doing justice to.
Definitely.
Gordon, can you smile? Are you happy? Don't smile because you want to smile.
No,
Smile
no,
because
no.
you're
Indeed,
happy.
I am happy.
You are happy.
All right.
Did you pick some money?
Not really.
Did you win a
Just
lottery?
The gift of life is
It's
enough.
good enough to be
Yes.
happy. That's
Well,
true.
exactly. Viewers, just to put a smile on someone's face, you can see we are all smiling. I won't say we are trying to smile.
We are
all
really
we are smiling. We have a giveaway for the 3 first callers of today. Yes, you had that right. A giveaway for the 3 first callers of today. You can call the number showing on your screen. I want to see who those numbers will be, and send your views or comments through our various social media handles that is displayed right now. It is always delightful to hear from you. Still with me in the studio is my co-anchor
Promising chocolate, even don't mind me.
and Mr. Godwin Ojiri, our in-house analyst, and also our virtual guest, Mr. Abodi is a psychologist and is here to join our discussion for today. Over to you, Mr. Abodi. I want to ask you, are you happy?
Tell us the truth.
Tell us the truth, please. Are you happy?
I would say I am,
Oh,
because even in the face of adversity, it's good to keep a good mood. So I think I'm happy. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so tell us what exactly makes you happy.
Basically, it boils down to getting my bills paid and having extra cash for whatever activity that I want to do. So that's just it.
Out of a curiosity, I want to ask, are you in Nigeria or you or not?
No, I'm in UK.
Now you tell us why you're
Now
happy.
you are happy. You see what?
Now we understand the source of your
Don't follow us
happiness.
drag this thing. Don't follow us drag.
Now we understand the source
Now
of
we
your
understand,
happiness.
because when he was talking about pay my bills, yeah, we pay bills here too, but there was a way it was coming from him, and like, okay,
Like he pays it effortlessly, you know.
Well, all right. So, but I know before you actually relocated, or you went for, or you changed your base, you are familiar with the discussion with what has happened or what is still happening, because these are trending issues, and social media has brought some of these stories close to us.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want to ask you, is it can we say that this campaign, we can also join in celebrating it, given where you are presently and where you're coming from, given Nigeria and UK UK is seen as a developed
Mm.
country that is working, and Nigeria
Yeah.
seem. So let me hear your thought.
Yeah, like I said, it's one thing to face. It's a normal human occurrence to face challenges, which is quite normal. And even in the face of challenges, one thing is keeping a happy mood. So basically, everyone deserves to be happy. Like apart from it being good for your mental health and you being happy makes you more productive and better citizen to the society. I believe that the letting the frustration of the economy gets to you on an emotional level is actually is actually not so good for your productivity and for your development as a human. So, like in the face of challenges, it's good we find something to keep us happy.
Okay, see, the difference is clear. Even the network connection. Can you see how you were so flawless, no glitch, no, you see that the difference is clear. Okay, so
You're shaming us.
yeah, no,
You're
let's tell
shaming
ourselves
us.
the truth.
Yeah,
You know the lie.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now we as a psychologist, I just want to ask, as how do you think Nigerians should, inculcate this habit of happiness? Because it's not easy. A perfect example is a man who toils day and night to put food on the table, and at the end of the day
Yeah.
he's been owed his salary by either the federal
Yeah.
government or. So how do you expect such a man to be happy when his children are making demands, not things they want but things they need? For instance, school fees. He can't provide, not because he's lazy, but because he has been not been paid. How do you expect such a man to be happy as a psychologist, please?
Yeah. Definitely, we all know the situation of the Nigerian economy and how it's affecting each and every household. And one thing, a solution I'll prefer in this situation is communism.
Okay.
Relate with people, go out there, relate with people. You're not the only one facing the same challenges. Get to talk with people, and if it's also too much, you seek professional help. But one thing that would help Nigerian as a whole in this situation is communism. Get
Okay.
together with people, find those little things that actually matters to you and makes you happy. And if you can afford it, go on vacations. A change of environments will actually help improve your mental well-being, and
Eh.
I'm sure you'll find a reason to be happy.
Sorry. Did I hear go on vacation? Because I actually need
that's
it.
why
I
that's
actually.
why I said if you can
So
afford
when
it,
you can't afford
go
it,
on
what do you
vacation.
do? Because it's frustrating. You're thinking of
You,
light
you,
bills. You're thinking of hike the food prices. You're thinking of the bad roads. You're thinking of the hot sun. How do you go on vacation?
there's no light.
Okay. So I have another question for you, but before then, I want to
Yeah.
take a comment from one of our viewers. He said, China, Japan, America, Europe, they were all once like Nigeria is today. Yes, we look up to them, but we can use them to compare because they were like Nigeria a few years ago. And I am sure we will get there. America is more than 200 years old. China, Japan, Europe are all more than 100 years old. We are only 64 years. Believe me, Nigeria will be better. Happy International Day. Now, this is from Dr. Bola Ogunyao. As
Okay.
much as I agree with you, sir, only 64, 64 don't turn grandfather. Yes, so you don't compare because somebody achieved something at 100 years or 200 years, then at 64 you're limiting yourself. You can do better. There are people who
They
gain
can accept,
independence. There are some countries who gain independence with us the same
Yeah,
day,
and they are
and they are doing
progressive.
better than us. So Nigeria can do better. Okay, so let me talk to you again, online guest. Can you just take us through some of the benefits of happiness? You just want us to be happy by force, so let's be
uh,
happy.
uh, like I said, happiness in general, it improves your physical health.
Okay.
Like our emotions are linked with our internal system. Yeah, I use the word internal system. Our emotions are linked with our internal system, and being happy generally improves your physical health, and it also enhances your mental well-being in the
Okay.
sense that uh, uh, being happy increases your resilience, and happy individuals are more likely to experience lower level of depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders. And being happy
I
also,
want to ask you something. You just, from what you just said now, you said people who tend to express themselves like they are happy. We've seen stories where we see a bubbly person committing suicide because, and you said the
yeah,
person is
yeah,
depressed. You see a life of the party actually hanging his or herself or committing one kind of.
yeah.
So how,
How do
after
you relate
express, how
both?
do you relate both?
I would say, depression. Like they say, depression is a silent killer, and being happy doesn't mean you can't be depressed. Those are two different things.
Okay.
And what leads people to that? It might be depression. Depression. We take our mental health. We take our mental health very, very. I would say we don't take our mental health very seriously
Seriously.
in our part of the world. In our part of the world, Nigeria, but it's actually an issue that should be looked into with all seriousness, because someone who's depressed might be living as normal as everyone is here around you, or even better, because it might seem like there are so many forms people express depression. Some might be sad and some might be very happy. They are just trying to cope with their emotions. So like you said, you see people being happy and also committing suicide. Yeah, that might be a form of them coping with their depression.
Coping
And when it's too
mechanism.
much, they feel like
Okay, to
giving
give
up.
up. Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
We're
you.
definitely going to come to you. Let me come to an in-house analyst. You've been on the quiet side for us. So he has spoken from someone from the perspective of a psychologist and someone who is not in the country. Mr. Godwin.
We gathered it.
Make we talk. Now we
gathered
dey inside
dey
this
there.
thing together. We dey inside this thing together. So I want to ask, as a Nigerian, do we deserve to celebrate this International Day of Happiness? Considering what's happening in the country today, do we, Godwin, do you have up to 500,000 in your account?
Why
Like
you
your
want-
own.
Don't you want
she's trying to
you want
drag me
bandits to come and look.
Like, nobody is frustrating. It's frustrating. So I want to ask, as a Nigerian now, do you think we deserve to celebrate this day? Looking at what is happening in our country.
All right, I think to answer your question directly, we all deserve to celebrate this day. Happiness for me is relative. It is an emotional state, and it is also something that, as an individual, you seek to achieve. It is not just there; you must seek it, because if you are looking comparing it with what is happening
Right now.
right now, there are 1,001 reasons for us as Nigerians not to be happy, because the happenings around us have the ability of depriving us of this joy, of this happiness you get. But we should look beyond that, and then we should make it a deliberate thing to seek out for this happiness, and we will definitely be happy, because no one can make you happy than yourself. No one can make you sad, because take for instance, if someone is to offend you, just see it as a person giving you an offer. Do you decide to take the offer or not? If you choose to take the offer, it becomes an offense, and then at that point you have deprived yourself of true happiness and joy. But when you choose not to, happiness becomes the real deal for you, and it doesn't change your state.
Godwin, the day I catch you angry, any day I catch you, I will make reference to you.
Like
Yeah,
there
so
was
you must
there
be
was a
happy.
memes there was a memes I saw yesterday night, and it was like, where do Nigerians even get therapy from? You know, you was talking about therapy. Our online guest, it was like someone replied, and from another friend with the same mental problem.
Now that's how we make ourselves happy.
That's how we make
we make a
ourselves
joke out of everything.
Everything.
Well, viewers, that is we are talking on International Day of Happiness, how much is fuel in your area? How much is a mudu of gari
Are
in
you
your area?
happy?
Are you truly happy? Can you effortlessly pay your child's school fees, feed yourself, take yourself out to buy that small cup of ice cream that you don't dey hungry you since, but you dey look
Cup
your
of ice
pocket.
cream is now
Why do I
7,000.
feel that Promise is making our viewers to come into this state of unhappiness?
No, I just want to know. We're talking of that shadow of happiness, and you pointed out that some people can, pretend to be happy,
To be happy.
and then they end up committing suicide. Viewers, we don't want that to happen.
Let's
to you.
be
So
your therapist.
Let's be your therapist.
Though we
today.
might be going through the same mental problem.
So feel free to call in if you have questions for our online guest who is a psychologist. Feel free to call in. I'm sure he will indulge you and answer your questions. The number to call in is showing on your screen, and if you can't call in, please send your comments via our social media handles showing on your screen. And like the theme for this year's International Day of Happiness says reconnecting for happiness, building resilient communities. And our online guest talked about it, building resilient communities. So I now ask, how do we build that kind of community? Looking at the fact that everybody heard somehow they touch. How do we build that kind of community that will be productive positively in the lives of Nigerians? Over to you, Mr. Amodi.
Yeah. One thing I would say is that firstly, we need to find people of like minds. We need to find people of like minds, and also people who are determined to achieve the same goal as yourself. And I believe like I said, communism is one important part to building the resilient community. Like you said, communism is one part. So you find people of like minds, you find people who are ready to achieve the same goal as yourself, which is being happy and building a community of happy people. And like you can achieve happiness through different means, like working on a similar goal, or probably even through charity. But just doing something that makes you feel good about yourself can build happiness, and people coming together and pursuing same goal would actually help a lot.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, that is it coming from the psychologist. Well, Mr. Godwin, that thing you said now is not even dawning very well. You see,
What's that?
I'm happy, I'm grateful, and I'm thankful for a lot of things. So
Yes.
viewers,
Because we said it at the beginning of the
even
show.
if you don't have anything to be thankful for, there's this cartoon my children watch, and there's this song they're always singing. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for the things I have. The thank yous never end.
And it doesn't. It
What
does not.
are you thankful
doesn't.
for?
I'm thankful for
What
everything.
are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? So that's the question to you. What are you thankful for? Yeah, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I'm alive.
But
I'm thankful
it
that I'm
gives you
healthy.
this bubbliness when you're thankful.
Yeah, I'm so thankful. But then, my happiness is at stake with what's happening in this
No,
country.
let's not go back. Let's.
So that's why I'm
raise
pointing it out.
Raise
That's why I'm
it.
pointing
Raise
it out.
it. Don't go down. Don't
Okay,
go
viewers,
down.
I'm not trying to dampen your spirit. We're thankful for a whole lot of things God has given to us, but then feel free to call in. Tell us what you're thankful for and why you are happy.
I
Share
think
wants
I
to say
have
something.
one last question for Miss our online guest before I take his last word. There's this disparity between the UK and Nigeria and the developed country and underdeveloped country. But we see some of the people that have jackpot, or the recent jackpot secondary people, they like come online, whale. We have the UK doing that, the Canadas, and not only US. It's US that they yeah. So but you see these people, they wail that there is no life here, it's depressing, no family, no this, no that, you have to walk around the clock, come back home, and before you know it, you are out. Even for couples, you tend to, it's a walking round the clock of a thing. So what is your own personal experience? I want you to use this platform to hear your view. I want to hear from you.
In my opinion, I would say it involves proper planning. Yes, they are very correct in the sense that you have to walk around the clock and you barely have time for yourself. But still,
Nigeria.
even as you're working, even as you're working day in day out
Ni-
without proper rest, you still have most times you have the weekend to yourself, and
Okay.
as a family you can actually plan a weekend outing and stuff like that to help improve that relationship between you and your partner. And as a single person also, go out there, get involved with activities. There are lots of communities here that helps with your mental well-being. Probably people who are just coming in and not aware of that, but there are lots of communities here who helps with that. You can actually join those communities, get to discuss with people. You might not be the only one struggling. You might not be the only one struggling in the same predicament. There are also people like you out there. Get to discuss with them, form a community with them, and I believe talking about your problems and hearing people's suggestions will help you feel better about it and help you plan better towards your mental well-being.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Abodi. I wanted to ask you when you're going to relocate back to Nigeria, but anyway, time is not on our side. So I'm just going to ask you what advice do you have to give our viewers and all Nigerians as we celebrate International Day of Happiness? And then in 30 seconds, to answer that, you can still chip in. When are you coming to join us in Nigeria?
Firstly, I'll give a very simple solution. Find the little things that makes you happy and hold it then. And about coming to Nigeria, I'll come to Nigeria and I feel like the is much more favorable.
My guy don't japa. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very
for
much,
your
Mr. Bodi. This is
contribution.
really well. See, it was so flawless. Thank you so much for talking to us. We truly appreciate your contribution and think about coming back. So, Mr. Godwin,
We need
back
to
Yes,
make
to
the
you.
welcome.
country great.
Yes, yes, and we need people like you to
We
come
need-
back. You're a psychologist. Come back. We need you.
We will when when the government do better.
All
We
right.
Okay.
will.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Godwin, still on the question I asked him, the last question, what last words do you have for our viewers and all Nigerians as we celebrate International Day of Happiness?
All right, thank you so much. I'll be looking at two keywords. One would be optimism, and the other one contentment. Let me go with the last, which is contentment. The best advice you can give to anyone is from the scriptures, and the Bible said, "Godliness with contentment is great
Great
gain."
gain, yeah.
So I think if viewers are to show this act of being content with what they have, no matter how little, then they will truly be happy.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any last
I just want
words?
to tell viewers, keep being happy.
You know, this is the part you're supposed to sing that song.
Okay, the time is not on our side, but then keep asking yourself, what am I thankful for? Like our online viewers, online guests said, find those little things that make you happy, and you cannot kill yourself by yourself for nothing. Now
You
it don't make
just have
sense
at all.
So if you kill yourself when the country good, who won't come enjoy it?
Exactly.
We go stay alive.
And this country just have to be good
It
in
has
our
to.
lifetime. We cannot all jackpot together. Like the amount of people where they this country no fit contain where we
no
dey go.
fit.
I had to use that so that can sink in. And to our guests, thank you for your contribution. Our online guests, thank you so much for your contribution. To our viewers, I'm delightful to hear from you. We are delightful to read your comment. And for those that we are owing giveaways, don't worry.
We'll do that
We will
today.
do that today at the end of this show. So this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of Now Streaming. I want to encourage us to find happiness in the little things in life. We can't lay emphasis enough on that. Think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. We are not mocking those who's lost their loved ones, and no, we are not mocking them. But there's always gratitude. There's this gratitude we just have to give. Start your day with a smile on your face and let happiness bloom in your heart. Let's do this again, same time, same station tomorrow. I am Adeshewa, and bye.
And thank